What's up, Knicks fans? What's up, Knicks fans? It's your boy Mizzle.
And I'm Royale.
That's right. This is another episode of NY Knicks Work. We are back, Roy. We are back. You know, the Knicks have a little time off. So we figured, let's change up the format. We can't keep talking about these losses, Roy.
Yeah.
We can't keep talking about these losses. You guys know usually we recap for you guys what the week that was and all that. But you know what? We've been seeing a trend. Every time we recap, we only recap in like one W or something like that, or two W's and three losses. And,
It's been a lot of stress on the brain, man, and even around the Knicks universe, all the losses. It's a familiar feeling of the entire community just being in a absolute frenzy.
Absolutely.
Right now. There's just a basic, civil war going on between the fan base. It's just crazy. It's nasty, man. A whole lot of fighting.
And we doing a whole lot of losing. Yeah. All right, what we fighting about here? Let's come together, guys and ladies, and let's root for our Knicks, all right? Wait a second, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Before we get ahead of ourselves, don't forget to subscribe. That's right, you got to subscribe to the YouTube, throw on your notifications. Subscribe to the podcast, too. It will be in the link in the description. And Roy, what else they got to do, man?
Get them likes up, please.
That's right. That's a fact. You got to like it, because when you like it, we can get it to more Knicks fans like yourself. All right? Roy. Man. Let's get into some intro stuff before we get into the trivia, before we get into what today's show is about. Trade deadline, trade rumor frenzy. All right? We're here to catch you up just in case you're not caught up. And, let's talk a little bit. Even if you caught up, let's talk a little bit about some of these trade rumors we've been hearing. But before all of that, right, Roy? Let's talk about I got Obi Toppin, man. He's going to that slam dunk contest.
Yeah, man.
Again, Obi, bring it home to the Mecca.
He should be, you know what? He should be the defending champion, in my opinion.
Facts.
But just good time to get your camera time, man.
Yeah, Obi. I mean, you've been auditioning for it all year. Them through the leg dunks and all types of dunks. So we are excited to see Obi Toppin in the dunk contest again, and we truly believe that he will bring it to the Mecca. All right. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about no rising stars, by the way. Roy, I know no rising stars.
Yeah, they're not looking for us like that, man. We got to have, you got to be almost dang near perfect of a rookie if you're going to make it and be in there with the Knicks jersey on.
Absolutely.
I know the people's not wearing their own team's jersey, but you get the point.
You get the point. Obi's gonna be the only Knick representing that All-Star weekend, I believe, right? No Julius at the All-Star game.
Yeah, no word who's in the skills competition, but
I know. Hey. Oh yeah, that's true. We don't know yet. I predicted 3 All-Stars. I was 0 for 3. All right.
Was anything on the 3-point competition? Because that's like the main event nowadays.
I know. It truly is.
I would like to see.
They didn't name nobody, so hopefully maybe 48 makes it over there.
Maybe Fournier. I would like to see a Quentin Grimes on there. It's asking for a lot, but would be
grimy,
nice.
But let's get to this trivia before we start talking about these trade rumors. All right. Okay.
I'm never excited for this.
Come on, you might get this one, man. All right. This Hall of Famer got traded along with Sergio Rodriguez as part of a 3-team trade. Okay? 3 teams were part of this trade. It was the Rockets, it was the Kings, and it was the Knicks. All right? The Rockets got Kevin Martin and Hilton Armstrong. The Knicks got Jordan Hill and Jared Jeffries. No, not the Knicks. The Kings got from the Knicks, Jordan Hill and Jared Jeffries, and the Knicks got this player and Sergio Rodriguez. All right? Who is this player that I am not mentioning right now? It's hint is he's a Hall of Famer. All right?
Yeah, I think this one? I think I might actually know that one. I think that is a trade that I had to make manually in NBA 2K years ago when they were very slow on making updates. Okay. The kids wouldn't know nothing about that. But I think I might actually have that one, man.
Oh, Roy might have this one. You've been on a roll, Roy. You've been on a roll. The last 2 you had. Remember, the last 2 trivias.
I did.
You've been on a roll. You know what I mean? So you guys think about it as we go through along the show. We'll give you the answer at the end, as we usually do. Let's talk about these trade rumors. The first guy we're going to talk about is the guy that didn't play in the Garden for some reason the other night when the Kings came, and that's De'Aaron Fox. There have been rumors that a Julius Randle for De'Aaron Fox trade is in the rumors, but is in the works, is what I was trying to say. Or is in the thoughts at least. You know, these are rumors, okay? The Kings are high on Julius Randle. The thing is, they are really high on Ben Simmons, but if they can't get Ben Simmons, they'll definitely settle for Julius Randle. And they're jam-packed back there at point guard. How do you feel about that one, Roy?
Well, first of all, I think that's pretty much going to come down to it's going to be a bit of a bidding war between the Kings and Brooklyn. I don't know if I know that James Harden package for the Nets might be pretty sweet, but I mean, if that were to happen, I'm not too sold on De'Aaron Fox being, our guy that we start that. I guess basically that we start that rebuild around. He's not much of a threat from outside, not much of a playmaker. I guess he puts a lot of pressure on the defense with his drives, but I think you would want to free up a little more space for RJ. You don't have a center that can really shoot, so it's a lot of it would make us a little too paint oriented. I do feel it would make us a better team.
That was my next question.
It would amount. I guess it would from here on. It would amount to more wins for this team.
I think so.
I think with De'Aaron Fox, with a legit point guard, and then Derrick Rose eventually coming back, you have consistent point guard play for 48 minutes. I definitely do think that opens the game up. It would make people like it would open up opportunities for RJ. You open up opportunities for Obi Toppin. I think that helps him adjust to the game more. And then of course Mitch. You already know what he can do when there's good playmaking on the floor. So yeah, I do think so. But I think we can aim for something better.
With Julius being involved.
Yeah, with Julius being involved. Or even whether it be, through, if we manage to get somebody good through the draft. The team, they can draft pretty well. Or, if you sign somebody in free agency. The market isn't that, stuffed right now coming into free agency this year. But I think we can do a little better than De'Aaron Fox.
So I agree with you. I don't really see how that makes us extremely, more better. But I got a mock trade from Twitter. Shout out to @BeTrue2Life. We're gonna put it up there for you guys to see, and the podcast people, it's @BeTrue2Life. The letter B and then True to Life. All right. He had a nice mock trade because, as you know, our front office is talking about not willing to trade our veterans, and specifically named Alec Burks. They named the guys that they're willing to trade. Alec Burks, Evan Fournier, Kemba Walker, obviously, and now Julius is in that mix, that trading block mix. So be True to Life on Twitter. He made a nice trade. As you know, Joe Ingles just went down with an ACL injury. So he made a mock 3-team trade, and I'm going to tell it to you guys, all right? So the 3 teams involved in this trade would be the Knicks, the Jazz, and the Kings, all right? The Knicks would get the injured Joe Ingles. Before everybody start going crazy, Joe Ingles is in the last year of his contract. That means his money would be free at the end of the year. That we would take him back. He's 34. He just tore his ACL. He's a great player, though. Great, nice player. I wish him all the best. Okay? The Knicks would get Joe Ingles, De'Aaron Fox, and Marvin Bagley. The Jazz would get Alec Burks, Evan Fournier. Remember, Evan Fournier and Gobert. Gobert been trying to get Evan Fournier on his team for the longest, but Evan Fournier is like, sorry, I don't want to go to Utah. I want to go to New York. You know what I mean? But, it's not working out in New York for him. and he's been auditioning, looking pretty good lately. So Evan Fournier, Alec Burks immediately gives them some scoring punch that they're gonna need. And the Kings would get Kemba Walker, Julius Randle, and Royce O'Neal from the Jazz. This, if we had to get De'Aaron Fox, I'm not mad at this one too much. I'm not mad at it. I believe we talked about it before, and you was like, you said there's something about it you don't like too much.
I don't know. It was pretty much just the De'Aaron Fox thing.
Yeah, right. We still yeah.
Yeah. Marvin Bagley. Funny enough, he kind of fits what the team's MO has been since for at least like the past 3 or 4 years. So in trying to get these guys that are they still these lottery picks that are still trying to kind of figure it out.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know about that. Obviously, Joe Ingles, he's just an expiring contract.
Yeah.
At this point, at his age, that type
clear up some space for Cam to play.
Yeah, but
right.
That's
one of the things they're trying to do: clear up some space for Cam to play. But they're not just gonna give you anything for Cam to play. That's what they're adamant at.
Absolutely. And who knows? Because even per Ian Begley, he has said that the Knicks, they're not looking to, involve Alec Burks in a trade solely just to clear up space. So if they're going to invite him, if they're going to include him in anything, they got to get something back that they really like. So
this trade is intriguing to me. It's not the best trade in the world, but if we have to get rid of Fournier and what's his name, not Alec Burks. We don't have to get rid of Alec Burks. You know what I mean? We don't have to get rid of Alec Burks. We got to get rid of Fournier. All right, we all know this. But if Fournier gets off and Kemba's gone, I don't know. I'm intrigued by this trade. You guys tell us how you feel about it. All right, it's not a real trade. This is another fan just like us. Shout out to him. I wanted to give him some love. Just started following him and he followed me back. All right. Let's talk about the next potential trade. You guys got to tell me how y'all feel about the De'Aaron Fox too. Put it in the comments. Next potential trade we guys know that we want to talk about. It's not really in the Knicks Twitter like that, but we got to talk about these guys to do our diligence, right? Bens Simmons, remember I'm documented on tape saying that last year's version of Julius Randle is better than Bens Simmons, and I'll stick to that. I will stick to that, people. I am not high. At least not right now. You know what I'm saying? I will stick to that. Last year's version of Julius Randle, 24, 10, and 6. 41% from the 3, 46% is better than Ben Simmons. However, I must admit, every other version of Julius Randle is not better. It's not better than Ben Simmons. Every other year that Julius Randle played in the league is not better than Ben Simmons. So I am willing to concede, and if we can somehow get Ben Simmons and get Julius out of here, I'll take it. What do you say, Roy?
I don't really care much for Ben Simmons. I just don't think that in the large, just looking at the large picture, I don't really think that you can win with Ben Simmons, at least at the point from the point guard position.
Okay.
I feel that he should be somebody that's more of like a playmaking four.
Yeah.
So I guess it would depend on how Ben Simmons is used on this team. I would think they're going to use him as a point guard. I'm not.
Yeah, because Julius is our point guard now.
Yeah, I'm not really sold on him as that because definitely the defense is great. He can rebound for you. Great facilitator. But I'm just not sold on somebody that you can't really run a consistent, effective pick and roll with. Guys that a point guard that people have to drop off from. Of course, he can open up the game for others, but when it comes down to it, I'm thinking you need a bucket, fourth quarter. Who are you gonna go to? Ben Simmons really isn't that guy that you can give the ball to and say, hey, go get a bucket. Top of the perimeter, do your thing. I think we need somebody that can at least be that option or who can space the floor at least if somebody else is going to be that option.
That's a good point. My line of thinking for Ben Simmons is that he's a better facilitator than Julius. He's a better defender, and I know for a fact he's not gonna be taking those late game shots. RJ could get those late game shots. He's gonna pass the ball to somebody who is competent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't always have to be RJ, by the way, but pass the ball to someone competent. I agree with you. He's definitely not gonna take. He's not gonna take no jumpers. He's not gonna take the last shot. But I think that might be a blessing in disguise for this team. You know what I mean?
Like I said, it would equate to. I feel it would equate to more wins than we would, on the route that we're in. But in the grand scheme of things, I don't think he's the guy that'll get you. That'll get you that chip.
Another guy nobody's talking about, but the money's right there is John Wall. I'm not going to spend too much time on that because I don't think that's going to happen here. You know what I mean? But, it's something to think about, John Wall. He got a jumper now. 2 more years on that contract after the rest of this year. We got 30 games left, so don't really count this year. 2 more years on that contract, I believe, and it might just be one. His contract got 1 year more than Westbrook. Westbrook got 1 more year on that contract, right? On that crazy contract they got. His contract has 1 more year, so he might have 2 more years, on that crazy 40+ million. Got a jump shot now. He is a quintessential. Listen, before he got injured, his numbers and Chris Paul's mirrored each other, and we know he's a lot more athletic than Chris Paul, and a bit younger. You know what I mean? So, what would you say to a John Wall trade? Obviously, it would have to include Julius and Julius is from Texas, not Houston, but Dallas. So you got to explore that. That's the only reason we're bringing this one up. What do you think about that one, really quick, Roy?
I mean, I'm not too sold on that either. It's another point guard that's injury prone.
Yes.
And then of course you're always questioning how much can he do right now. Of course. He played decently, but for that price tag, I think we want a little bit more. I'm not trying to pay that money for
2 more years. How about if I put it in this perspective? Julius Randle, we have to pay him 5 more years, $100 million plus.
Yeah.
This guy, we have to pay him 2 more years at $47 million.
That's still a lot of money for a placeholder.
Okay. All right. Okay. I just wanted to put that out there. Okay. That's still a lot of money.
Because in the grand scheme of things,
we got a lot of young guys.
In the grand scheme of things, he's a placeholder, man, and it's a hard contract to move. So, regardless, you still would have to find, if you're trying to trade or something like that, you still would have to find somebody else that can, afford that. So just because he's getting paid a bit less than Julius Randle, it's a bit inexpensive for us. I still think you want somebody that's a little more movable if he's going to be somebody that we're just going to have for the meanwhile.
Okay.
John Wall, he's not a project at this point. You know what you're going to get with him.
That's a fact.
And
that's a fact.
Yeah, I feel like he's just a placeholder.
Yeah, I mean, Roy, great point. I mean, I definitely do agree. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. But let's move on to the next guy we got to talk about. This is more likely, all right? I hope you... So you're like, they talk about John Wall and Bens Simmons, We got to talk about him. This is the trade that actually might happen, but I doubt it. Okay? Jaylen Brunson. We are extremely interested in Jaylen Brunson. The Dallas Mavericks have expressed that they want to keep Jaylen Brunson at all costs unless a no-brainer, him and Finney Smith, because a lot of people think that they want to trade Finney. Finney Smith is one of their best defenders, if not their best perimeter defender. So they want to keep him and our guy Jaylen Brunson, but Jaylen Brunson is a free agent to be at the end of the season. Roy, and they're willing to, and I know for a fact, I happen to know for a fact that Dallas wants Kemba Walker. They want Kemba Walker. That no-brainer isn't Kemba Walker, obviously. But he could be part of a package. We have their pick. Can we make something happen? And would you like for us to make something happen with this player right here, Jim?
I mean, that's one of those things where it would come down to the price, because you have to keep in mind this is somebody that is going to be a free agent. Now, Dallas, they have said they're definitely, they're very high on this guy. and they will do what it takes to keep him around. I think they really want to build with him, and especially even moving forward towards, they're trying to make a playoff run for this year. So if I believe a deal for him, you would definitely have to give up, some assets. You might have to give up something that you're not really trying to get rid of. We almost
Walker, Burks, and their pick. That doesn't work?
I think about it like this. We almost had to give up Quentin Grimes to get Cam Reddish, somebody who's unproven. I feel like they'll try. Yeah, so I'm trying to imagine what Dallas will try and get from us.
Their pick back. Did you hear? Their pick back, because we still got their 2022 pick.
Yeah.
Coming up, right? I believe 2022 or 2023. Last year, I don't know. We have a pick of theirs still. Don't quote me on the years. We still got a pick of theirs. They could get it back. We'll give them Alec Burks, Kemba Walker, Jalen Brunson. Does that work?
I'm not sure, because when you talk about that pick, you're talking about like something like 19, 20 for Jalen Brunson. He could
walk away for nothing at the end of the year.
He could.
For nothing. You're getting a pick. You're getting somebody under contract with Kemba Walker, and you're getting another guy under contract, and they love Knicks players.
Yeah.
Alec Burks. So now you got Burks and what's the other guy that they got from us? Bullock. Now you got the whole Knicks. What do you think?
Like I said, they're really ready. I think they're really ready to give this guy the bag, man.
I know they are.
They're gonna do whatever.
But do they have
it takes to bring him back.
Do they have it, Roy? They're paying Luka. They're paying this guy KP. They're paying Tim Hardaway $72 million to come off the bench. You know what I mean? And also, they're kind of desperate. Tim Hardaway went down. Remember, he went down with a surgery.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if it's affordable, if we don't have to give up too much, of course I'm down with it. I would love to see Jalen Brunson on this team.
So would I, but I agree with Roy.
Yeah, you gotta.
I was just playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, as long as the price is right,
Yeah. Nah, I agree with you 100% on that.
All in all, I mean, I'm pretty convinced. Julius Randle, we are going to finish the season with him. I think if they're going to do anything with Julius Randle, that's going to be something that they evaluate during the offseason.
Absolutely. So, guys, don't look too. I was going to save that for the end, but Roy, we might as well talk about it now. Don't look for Julius Randle to move. I know it's trade deadline, and he's probably going to give you a couple more of these for the rest of the season. You know what I'm saying? So try to be nice to him a little bit. I'm not saying he deserves it, so guys, don't come kill me. Any Julius love seems to get crazy slander, and understandably so at this point. But guys, don't put your hopes up. Julius might not be coming back. All right, let's get to the last topic, which is something real quick. We're not really gonna spend too much time on it because I doubt we get any of these players. Okay, so we're gonna close up and tell you what's more likely since we spent time on this. All right, the last topic is the Pacers guys. All right, they want to get rid of Karras. They want to get rid of Turner. I said Turner. I was about to say Turnier. They want to get rid of Karras, Turner, and your boy Sabonis. Any of these guys intrigue you, Roy?
I don't think any of these guys are what we may, or I feel should be at the top of the list of what we're trying to get right now. Obviously, Miles Turner, that's a very intriguing one. It's been the talk since last year, because it would be nice to open up the floor with a big man that can shoot from outside. Of course, he can block some shots.
Absolutely.
Rebounding is still, it kind of just is what it is. You're gonna lose some on that one, but and that one I'm kind of still in the middle with, especially with Mitch really upping his game the way he did, but. Mitch, he's just he's just the risk factor with him. He gets hurt every day.
Yeah.
It's Eugene from Hey Arnold. But, I would say, the person I'm probably intrigued by the most is probably Karras LeVert.
Yes, me too.
Because, he's a very versatile wing. I would think of him as that probably version 2, version 3 of Alec Burks pretty much, the way he can be used. And plus, he's a, bigger guard.
Yeah, 6'7".
If you move Fournier, if he makes it to the starting lineup and he plays on the wing, I think he's a nice combination with R.J. Barrett. But I think the priority for this organization is really in that point guard.
Point guard. As As always.
Yeah.
As always. As always. You guys let us know what you think about these Pacers, guys. I'm with Roy. Only guy that intrigues me is Karis LeVert. He is a good player. He is a good player. I don't know where he would fit, but that's not my job. I'm not a GM. I'm just a fan. You heard? You feel me? So let's close these thoughts. Like Roy alluded to, don't expect Julius to move, guys. Don't expect them to move, all right? Expect this guy to stay. As a matter of fact, don't expect crazy splashes. Leon Rose is a pretty prudent guy. He's not one of the past guys who's like, all right, I'm going to make a big splash. Something has to come up, and something has to really make sense in his eyes and William Wesley's and that whole group over there. There's eyes. I know we did the show, but we might not have any new pieces on the team at all. I hope that's not the case because we need some help. But I got to be a realist, okay? I got to be a realist, all right? Roy, you got anything else on that front? Close out?
I mean, no, that's pretty much it. I will say that, I do hope that a trade gets made. I would like to, open up this roster rotation because, the vets that we have, it's obviously it's not getting the job done. It's a lot of inconsistencies. So I'm hoping that at the most we can do something to open up this rotation so that not only we can have an effective starting lineup, but also, get more time for guys like Quentin Grimes and, hopefully maybe see if there's a way that we can get I'm always forgetting this guy's name. Deuce McBride.
Yes. Deuce McBride.
Hopefully
he's doing his thing in the G League, man.
Yeah, hopefully get Deuce in at least for, 5 minutes here and there just to, get a
And don't forget, we got our European guy, Jugabitis.
You're not seeing him.
Jugabitis, Rokos.
Oh, man.
Jugabitis. He's doing his thing, but we ain't gonna see him.
Yeah, he's not coming on. He's not gonna be on that plane for some time.
For some time. All right. That's it. Let's do the trivia answer. All right. The question was: this Hall of Famer got traded to the Knicks with Sergio Rodriguez as part of a 3-team trade that included such players that went to the Rockets like Kevin Martin and Hilton Armstrong, and the Kings who received players like Jordan Hill and Jared Jeffries from us. Roy, do you have the player? I know you got it. I just know you got it.
Yeah, that's T-Mac, man.
Yeah.
T-Mac, man.
T-Mac, T-Mizzle. Mizzle, you see that there? I did that one for my bro. It was a trade deadline move years before they was trying to clear up space for your boy LeBron. Yeah. And guess what? We never got him. That's it for us. We don't have any more time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope we do some trades. Rem is gonna be back. Hopefully Rem comes back. He's gonna probably do the next show with Roy. And you guys will react to the trades that happen or
you
the
gone
lack
at the deadline.
of.
You gone at the deadline too, man?
I'm gone, baby. I got to sub in Rem, man. I might be back just in case Rem pump fake me, man. Just in case Rem's like, yeah, I pump fake you. I gotta go. You know what I mean? So hopefully next Friday he will be holding it down with you, talking about these trades or the lack thereof trades. All right? No more time. It's your boy Mizzle,
And I'm Royale.
and we out of here. Trade Julius, please. We're done with him.